Namaskar. Hello and welcome to PGurus channel. I'm your host Sree Iyer. Joining me today is Sri Selva Kumar from BJP Tamil Nadu. You know him already. He has been on our channel many times. And today we are going to talk about a few important things. First of all, the passing of the actor Vijayakanth. He was also running a party. He was the face of that party. It had huge popularity at some point of time. I'm talking about 10% or something of that nature. And unfortunately, with his passing, what is going to happen to that cadre, that party and its future? That's one thing we'll talk about. We'll also be talking about the flood devastation that has hit Tamil Nadu, not just in Chennai, but also in southern part of Tamil Nadu. Then we're also going to talk about Ponmudi's arrest or impending arrest, or where I have kind of lost the ball a little bit. So Selva Kumar will give us an update on where Ponmudi's situation is and whether that is chilling the spine of many DMK ministers. And also, finally, with so many things happening, is there a re-evaluation of the alliances in Tamil Nadu? All this and more. So please first like this video and also please subscribe to our channel. I've explained to you a couple of times why we would like you to like a video, and I hope you understand it. At some other time, I'll probably explain again. But today, let's talk to Selva Kumarji. Selva Kumarji, namaskar and welcome to PGurus channel.
Namaskaram. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, Selva. Captain Vijayakanth, poor man, has not been well for a while, and unfortunately, he passed away. Good human being. Very good human being.
Very good human being. Man with golden heart. So he was considered Karna of Tamil politics and also Tamil cinema. He is a man, he brought a lot of changes in whatever area he worked in. When he was an actor, he was the first to bring in equal food to everyone. So earlier, there were times when the actors or popular actors, they got better food, full meals, and then the ordinary workers, they used to get only the packet food. He is the man who brought in a change, brought in a revolution where he insisted and also paid from his pocket that whatever food I eat, the same food should be given to everybody in the unit, in the production unit. So that was one major thing. He is a leader by birth, and then he slowly grown into a leader in the Tamil cinema, not just on the screen, behind the screen, off the screen as well. He is the one who revived the Nadigar Sangam. The Nadigar Sangam building was in debt. The entire infrastructure was going bankrupt. When he took over as president of Nadigar Sangam, he raised money by organizing cultural events abroad. He raised money and used that money to construct a building. And then he also created a support system for all the actors, especially all the sub-actors like the crowd, the junior actors. So he created a support system. He is the one who used to and meet all the junior actors, used to pay a monthly subsistence allowance, support them with any medical help required. He is the one who built the entire ecosystem. So he is a role model in terms of how actors should be, how actors should contribute to the film fraternity. And then he never hid his political ambitions. He is the first actor in Tamil Nadu who introduced a flag. So he introduced a flag for his fan club in movies. He is the one, beyond all that, he is a very nationalist by heart. All his movies are about a policeman, mostly the name fondly attached with him as a captain. So he is considered as a policeman, real policeman by many. So he is the one, his movies are always patriotic. His movies are always for a cause. He will fight against terrorists. His fight against corruption. The one landmark movie of Tamil cinema is Ramana, wherein how deeply the corruption has gone into every field, especially the medical health system and also all the revenue departments. And he also proposed a practical way on how you can cleanse that. Just one good person, just one honest person within a department, how it can change the entire department. So that Ramana also, the movie was hit because he acted in that movie. He brought a lot of realism to that character, and then he jumped into the politics. In his first election, his slogan was, his campaign was on a plank that I am the alternative. We need alternative to the Dravidian politics. 2006 election, he made a big breakthrough. I think about 7.5% vote he was able to capture in the first election. And then 2009, single-handedly he contested in all the 39 Lok Sabha seats, and he was able to bring. He was at a deciding place where he can decide who can win that seat or not. He became a deciding factor. That is why in 2001, Selvi Jayalalitha, who never waits for the alliance partner, she gave enough seat sharing to DMDK, Vijayakanth's party, and also the alliance DMDK and ADMK came to power in a thumping majority. And then after that, he was the opposition leader in the Tamil Nadu State Assembly. Even DMK could not win enough seats to claim the opposition leader position. Captain Vijayakanth became the opposition leader of that assembly. And from there, I think somewhere in 2014, he was the first to accept and propose and start the campaign for Narendra Modi ji in Tamil Nadu. So he was the first to, even before the alliances and seat sharing were finalized, he started his campaign stating that Narendra Modi will be the next Prime Minister of India. And then 2016, he had a setback. He formed an alliance under his leadership. That alliance did not fare well across the Tamil Nadu. 2016, it was a setback. 2019 was a setback. 2021 is a big setback in terms of electoral politics. But nevertheless, his fame, the people following, he never gone down on the popularity. So that was he was able to maintain because of all his good deeds and good karma. And now finally, it is very sad that he departed at a stage where we are preparing for third term elections, third time elections for Narendra Modi ji. If he would have been active, definitely 2024 he would have campaigned vigorously to bring Modi again at the top. It's a very sad time we are going through. It's the end of a phenomenon. It's the end of a great man, and he deserves all the respect, just like any other leader in Tamil Nadu. I think yesterday there were some problems in the place his body was located, and today I think government moved to a better place on the insistence of Tamil Nadu BJP leader Sree Annamalai. So I think he deserves a very honorable, very respectful departure, and he's getting it whatever he earned all over this year.
Thank you so much, Selva. A personal question for you. Which movie do you think you like the most of Vijayakanth? And first question. Second question is, which movie do you think of his launched his political career? Because people started looking at him as a possible politician.
I think both are same movie, Ramana. Normally, he is famous for punch dialogue. But Ramana, he used to speak very, very calculatively, he used to speak very few words throughout the movie. That Ramana, not only as an actor, but also it has a very strong social message. How a corruption could damage entire system. So that was time, I think, I would say corruption was happening all over the state, all over all government departments, but at a lesser percentage in terms of money involved. So today we are seeing even more corruption. We are it's normal that 30%, 40% commission is given for every contract. So Ramana is one movie that I would like personally, and also that is the movie that launched his political career. So people, he could capture the imagination of the people. Now they want someone who is different from existing Dravidian parties, who can bring fresh line of thought, who can bring corruption-free government. People Tamil Nadu people right from 2006 till even today, they are almost 18 years gone now. So in these 18 years, the search for the right person, right leader, the search for corruption-free government, the search for government that is focused on welfare of the people, it's still on. Though it's 18 years past in between, the same issues still persist. We still have the same problem. We need a leader who can solve this problem. I think that is the movie and the political career. That is the movie that launched his political career.
Thank you so much, Selva. And next question. Speaking of corruption, Ponmudi, 𝗤𝙗𝙗𝘗𝘆 is his name, actually. I think for DMK,
Yeah.
he changed it to Ponmudi. Interestingly, his son goes by Gautam Sikhamani. So I
Yes.
can't believe, I don't understand how these things go. But
Yeah,
Ponmudi, there was a judgment against him, and I think he had 30 days to appeal it in Supreme Court. But has he stepped down as a minister and also as an MLA?
No, I think, see, as per the government rules, Prevention of Corruption Act, by the next second, when a court gives you a judgment, he is getting disqualified automatically. Legally, he is not an MLA, and by means of he is not a minister at this point of time. But there is no official communication from the government saying that Ponmudi has been dismissed as a minister. There is no official communication, but I think it may not be required. Though I think on the technical aspect, he is not a minister, but he is still having a lot of control over the ministry. I think he still has the political influence per se, even without holding any constitutional power. So technically, the judgment itself disqualifies him. And only here the confusion or the clarification what we need is when the judge gave him 30 days to appear before, to surrender and get inside the jail, does it mean the verdict is getting applied after 30 days or not? So there is still slight confusion on the legal front, but I think nobody is bothered because judgment is clear. Things will get better clarity in another 20 days. I think the judgment came on 21st of December. He has time till 21st January to surrender. So I think another 20 days, whether he is going to jail or not, we'll get better clarity. And I'm sure I'm not aware of any appeals made to the Supreme Court at this point of time. Probably when the court opens after the New Year vacation, he will file an appeal, and it takes time for the hearing unless court is going to stop or hold the judgment. For sure he should go inside the jail on 22nd January morning. So that is the situation it stands as of now. But this judgment, I welcome it wholeheartedly because it is giving a new hope for the people of Tamil Nadu that courts still can punish. The courts can punish the corruption. So far, there is a despondency among the people that the court are going lenient. Courts are not able to punish the corrupt. So that perspective is changing now. So we are seeing the common man, they started having a new hope that everybody who is corrupt will get their due at some point of time. So that hope, people are now started expecting more and more from the legal system. We are at a stage, we are living in an interesting phase wherein there are 11 more ministers of the current government have cases pending or ongoing, and many of the cases are in advanced stages, close to completion and getting a judgment. So I expect more and more corrupt politicians are getting punished on stringent terms. And also, we had a situation wherein Ponmudi applied in Supreme Court against Chennai High Court's order of reopening a corruption case on suo motu basis. So at that time, Supreme Court Chief Justice remarked that we are happy that we have judges in High Court at lower courts who are able to open a corruption case that was closed by a lower court. So I don't expect any favor to Ponmudi from Supreme Court. I do strongly believe that Supreme Court will reaffirm or reconfirm the judgment delivered in a High Court. So he should get inside the jail on 22nd, and that is a message to every politician in Tamil Nadu and across the country, that if you are corrupt, that the courts and judicial system is no longer going to wait. You will get punished at right time. And considering all the other cases, this judgment came fairly quickly within 12 or 13 years. Normally it takes 15-20 years for a judgment, but this judgment came within 12 years and he is convicted on a clear terms. So I went through the judgment, 85 pages. It clearly explains before, when he filed an affidavit in 2006, before becoming an MLA, his worth or net worth was close to 2.6 crores. And when he finished his ministerial term of 5 years, his asset grow to 6.3 crores, and he have a shown proof of income only around 1.7, 1.8, and another 1.75 crores is the illegal ill-gotten money that was proven, and he was getting convicted further. So this can happen to anybody, and this is not the first case against Ponmudi. He still got 2 more cases. One cases of registering a government property on his name. That was the case opened in a suo motu basis by the High Court judge for reinvestigation. That case is still pending. And another case of illegal red sand mining. That case is still being pursued by enforcement directorate. Both these cases are again 2006-11 time frame. So this is the case of Ponmudi. And then we have similar disproportionate asset cases on other ministers. We have cases on Finance Minister Thangam Tennarasu. We have cases on KKSSR Ramachandran, Anitha Radhakrishnan, I. Periyasamy. We have several cases ongoing. So we have there is a lot of interesting updates that's going to come in coming days. If not before 2024 elections, we have next 2 years. We'll be busy tracking these cases, and definitely this is a turning point in terms of the judicial system, and how clearly, how unabashedly they can give judgments on corruption cases. So this is a turning point, and it's going to alter many politicians' life forever. And certainly, as you asked, all the other ministers who have pending cases against them, especially the elder ministers like 𝙒𝙗𝙗 Murugan, who has a lot of cases already, and even now there is an ongoing new fresh case on illegal sand mining worth 60,000 crores as claimed by one of their party members. So definitely, the politicians who are in power, who are making a lot of money through corruption, are shaken. So they started building a fear that now or later they have to face the music.
Thank you, Selva. Next, let's take a look at how good or bad the DMK's work has been in managing and helping people cope with the floods. Chennai was, one place where there are a lot of flooding. In fact, I'm hearing that many places still the water has not receded. And then what happened in the districts of Tirunelveli and Thoothukudi, 100 centimeters in a day, that is like freak act of nature. Nobody gets 100 centimeters in a day. Selva, I have seen 12, 15 centimeters in a day, and that's a lot of water.
Yeah. So I think there are two aspects. One, is the government prepared enough to handle a torrential rainfall? Two, okay, rainfall happened and everywhere water logged, and we have seen many apartments up to first floor, the water went in. So what did the government do in response to the disaster? And then third, and what did the government do to reclaim or get their life come back to normal? normalcy. There are three angles. One, is the government prepared enough? So that is where we have seen the urban administration minister giving different numbers before the rain came, before the cyclone Migjam came to Chennai. He used to claim in every press meet, not just a single press meet, many of the press meets, he used to claim that we have finished 98% of the storm water drainage system. So you have two different systems, right? One regular sewage disposal, and then you need to have the storm water drainage system well maintained before the cyclone starts. They claimed that we have a budget of 4,000 odd crores, and then 98% work is done. Even if there is a 15-20 centimeter rainfall comes, it's all going to get washed into the sea. So they gave the assurance that this is the situation. It went on. They repeated this again and again at multiple forums. And after the rainfall came, the one of the major issue what created this waterlogging is the plastic and polythene waste getting choking. It goes and chokes the waterways, especially the storm water drainages. So what did the corporation do to clean these drainages? Before rainfall, there is no use. Once rain comes, once it goes in bulk and blocks away, you cannot clean it so easily. So government mismanagement in terms of preparedness, that accelerated this waterlogging issues. And even after the waterlogging happened, after the cyclone, when many asked what happened to 98% of your drainage, stormwater drainage activity, then minister comes in and says that no, we finished only 42%. A minister who can lie through his teeth to the public on how much percentage of work finished, so that is the level of their preparedness. So this government failed miserably on preparation. And let us look at the other situation. So the government works at multiple level. You have local councillor who elects mayor, and then you have MLAs who elect chief minister, and then you have MPs who elect the prime minister, right? So Chennai, everybody is DMK. You have a councillor DMK, you have mayor DMK, you have MLA DMK, you have two state ministers DMK, you have three MPs DMK. What did they do all this time? Why they did not review the preparedness? And the other problem is, when this government organized the urban local bodies election, they put every district, it's not just Chennai, in every district, they have created puppet mayors who cannot act on their own, who has no leadership ability to handle such a huge administration. Chennai, the corporation budget is more than 4,000 crore. This budget is much bigger than half of the ministries. You have many ministries with just 200 crores of budget. So this mayor should have that capacity. I'm not quoting whether woman or men. The mayor who is at that place, the mayor who is responsible for 4,000 crore odd budget, who is responsible to handle civic facilities of more than 50-60 lakh people, and the mayor who is responsible for the water supply and drainage of such a large city. I mean, I don't see any kind of capability, any kind of administrative capacity was there with that mayor. So it is they just want somebody, so that on the name of that mayor, the ministers are making a lot of money. This mayor cannot give her own press meet without having the Minister Sagar Babu on her side. So that is the level of leadership. That is the level of leadership these urban local bodies have. So obviously, when you don't have capable leaders at the helm, the city is suffering now. So the preparedness they have failed, and then the response after the rainfall came, after everywhere the water logged. How did they respond? The DMK party, they want to suppress all the views that said that the government response is not good. So the response also they have failed. There is no enough preparedness. They have failed in rescuing people. They have failed in supplying basic necessity to the people. And after few days of time, then came the rehabilitation. That is also they announced a relief package as per central government national disaster management guidelines for the dress and other properties. You have to give minimum compensation of 2,500. For food and other items damaged, we have to give another 2,500. For basic medical support required, you have to give 5,400. So for a family to rehabilitate after the flood effects, minimum compensation package declared by central government was 10,400. This government came in and gave only 6,000. That 6,000 was not deposited directly on their bank. They'll give the DMK local functionaries, they'll go door by door, they'll give money, they'll give tokens to collect the money, and then they have to come and stand in queues. Some local DMK councillor or minister, they'll come and they'll distribute the money. So this is also created a lot of agony among the people that they are not able to restart their life on time. So entire Chennai is still in a mess. Especially the northern parts of the Chennai, we have the Ennur oil spillover. So I from Coimbatore, we collected relief packages for 1,000 families. So we visited as a team with 10 party functionaries, and then we distributed in the local areas. So we visited few homes wherein the water came up to the shoulder level with oil. Once water with oil comes in, everything is damaged. Your TV, your fridge, your dress, your utensils, everything is damaged. So government took a lot of time to reclaim that. And then even before focusing on the rehabilitation and recovery, they started doing politics with central government. See, Tamil Nadu government has a budget of 3,62,000 crores. Why can't they spend money from their pocket and then get the money from central government whenever it comes? Central government has a procedure. You have to estimate the losses, and then you have to create heaps and heaps of documents to arrive at that estimation, and then you'll get the money. It's today or tomorrow you'll get the money for sure. But why should government worry about central government giving money today or tomorrow? You have a biggest capacity. The corporation itself can create revenue. You have a 4,000 crore budget. Chennai corporation has a 4,000 crore budget. You have 2 ministers, and then you have a state government. The money should not be a problem, but they projected as if central government did not give money on time, and that is why they are suffering. That is again the bad part. This happened in Chennai 1 week before, and then same thing happened in 𝗤𝙜𝙤, Tirunelveli, Kanyakumari, Tenkasi district. And what did the CM do? See, in the morning 10 a.m., there were reports across all news channels that there is a heavy flooding happening, and Tamarabani river is overflowing. Many homes are getting washed away. That videos are becoming viral, but this is happening in the morning 10 a.m. The CM came to Coimbatore for a function, and he should have gone to 𝗤𝙜𝙤 to oversee the relief operation. But what did he do? He packed his bags and then he booked a flight to Delhi to participate in India Alliance. What did happen in India Alliance? They just gave a tea and samosa, and then there is no productive discussion. So he spent 24-30 hours focusing on meeting different leaders, meeting Kejriwal, meeting Akhilesh Yadav, meeting Mamata Banerjee. He spent 30 hours focusing on alliance. And then on the second day, he went to Delhi on 3 p.m. first day, and he met Prime Minister second day 10:30 p.m. and he came back on third day. So this is how responsible a chief minister is. He doesn't bother about what's happening in one part of the state. He always focused on political gains, and then there is new upcoming deputy chief minister Udayanithi Stalin. What did he do? He went for relief operation, but he is taking a film director to do the shooting. So that is how reckless, irresponsible he is behaving. So this is also the created a lot of problems on the rescue effort. Fortunately, central government under the leadership of Finance Minister Sri Nirmala Sitharaman, they sent a lot of rescue support. They send helicopters, they send aircrafts to deliver the relief materials. They send the team from National Disaster Management. So Nirmala Sitharaman madam knows the area of southern Tamil Nadu because he worked there on relief during 𝗒𝘂𝗍 cyclone when she was a defense minister. So she brought in some support for the relief operation. And then again, now the politics is ongoing, and how much money central should give, how much state should demand. So the DMK is just a propaganda mission. They have no administrative skills or capacity, no will. More than anything, they do not have a political will and administrative will to rescue the people and bring their life to normal. They all imagine that whatever the mismanagement we do, if we give 1,000, 2,000 rupees per vote, we are going to win again. So that is the state of mind this party is living in, and that is creating all the disasters. Now we have seen feedback from the south that the desilting did not happen on time, and that is why a lot of waterlogging, also a lot of flooding has happened. So yes, the rainfall was torrential. It was much more than anybody could imagine. But this government preparedness, the government's response and rehabilitation activities are pathetic to the core. So we have had feedbacks from Chennai saying that during the 2015 flood as well, the preparedness was low, but the response, how did they rescue the people, was much better. So there was this time the rescue efforts failed, and rehabilitation is still failing.
Thank you, Selva. And finally, with the passing of Captain Vijayakanth, as well as the bad performance of Congress in the state elections, do you see some realignment in terms of coalitions in Tamil Nadu?
Now, I think currently, so there are only two sides. I mean, across the India, there are only two sides: Modi and then anti-Modi. So that is how the politics are being stacked at every state. So the India Alliance main focus is to stop Modi. They are not offering any credible alternative. They are still not able to finalize a leader for their alliance. I mean, some parties are proposing Mallikarjun Kharge as the prime minister candidate. Even his own party, Congress party, is not willing to endorse that option. And some want Nitish Kumar as next prime minister. And DMK wants Stalin as next prime minister. It's their wish or imagination. And still there is nobody to support Rahul. So, and seeing this lack of support, Rahul is now planning to start another Todo Yatra from east to west or northeast to northwest. So, whatever direction he goes, it's for the party to lose. He is going to make Congress to lose in that area. That is how he lost Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and Rajasthan. So, the alliance of India Alliance has no, it's not a coherent unit. There is no uniform agenda. Only thing is the hate for Modi and the desire to stop Modi from becoming hat-trick prime minister. This is happening at the central level. Now on the state level, I do expect that the nationalist party like DMDK should officially join the BJP alliance on pro-Modi plank, because he is the first non-BJP leader in Tamil Nadu to support Modi for PM in 2014. And I'll also expect that they'll come to the BJP alliance. And we have seen, there is still a lot of positive things happening, that I have a clear vision that the 2014 alliance is going to come back in 2024. I think that's one side is clear, and we still have few parties, few larger parties like ADMK. They say only one thing: we are not with the BJP alliance, but still they have not spelled out what is their strategy, spelled out on what basis they are going to ask vote from the people. Are they going to project their own prime minister, or they will just say without a prime minister election? We are not sure. That is still open. So I do hope, my wish is that the pro Modi alliance should be strongest enough possible. We need to get a lot of people inside this team. Only then that's going to help us to win all 39 seats for the first time. For pro Modi, all 39 seats getting from the state will be a good thing. And one thing the Tamil Nadu people now are started understanding is we need a ruling party. In 2014, they voted en masse 37s to ADMK, and they are not able to form the government. They were nowhere close to the government, so this development work has stopped. In 2019, they again voted, believing that Rahul will become a prime minister. They voted 39 seats to Congress alliance. That is also never materialized. Now there is understanding happening at the ground level among the people that we need a party that is ruling in the center. Only then the schemes will come. You can implement the central government schemes. We can have the central government policies. We can bring in a lot of changes. Even without any MPs from Tamil Nadu, the Prime Minister Modi ji has done lot of things to the state. Take Vande Bharat trains. There are already 3-4 trains running, and the new train he is going to inaugurate on coming Sunday from Coimbatore, Bangalore. Take the national highways. Tamil Nadu has received a maximum national highways in the last 10 years. And then take the airports. We have seen Chennai airports getting upgraded. And then Modi ji is coming on Monday to inaugurate new terminal of 𝗤𝙗 Airport. There is another proposal pending for Coimbatore. There is upgrade work happening in Madurai. Airports are going well. Seaports, Chennai and then southern Thoothukudi and other ports, we have upgraded infrastructure. And then PM Kisan, the farmers are getting benefited. With almost in the last 5 years, every farmer in Tamil Nadu has received 30,000 in total. And then the drip irrigation, fertilizer, the moreover, all these benefits, one single benefit that everybody now can realize the potential of Modi ji is COVID vaccine. It's not easy to vaccinate a country of 140 crore people, but this government under Modi has vaccinated everybody for 2 times. So that is being seen as a biggest example for leadership ability. And also now India is the only country that is growing faster than any other country in the world. We have overtaken China for the second time now, and we are on the fast growth path for a long time, for last 3 years. So COVID has opened up a new opportunity for us to grow. So people are able to realize that, and certainly on coming 2024 election will be a landmark election in time for the Tamil Nadu. We are going to see the real saffron surge and real win for Modi ji from Tamil Nadu.
Thank you so much, Selva ji. And we have a few questions from our viewers, if you don't mind my asking them for you.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Thank you. First question, please. Magnet Ranga wants to know, Namaskaram, what more can the hardworking Annamalai do to improve BJP position? Why are voters so indifferent to BJP?
I think instead of blaming on the voters, my take is that we are not doing enough to approach them, to convince them, to explain them what government is doing, what Modi ji is doing for the people. That was the case 2-3 years before. Now we have a leader who can articulate his vision for the state of Tamil Nadu, and also who can bring back, who can explain in clear terms on what Modi ji has done to the Tamil Nadu. See, we are going to see the first election under the leadership of Annamalai ji after 3 years of his being at the helm of party affairs. So we will see now clearly the benefits. Now this Padayatra, Enman, Enmakkal, so that is bringing lot of changes across the state. It's covering every assembly constituency. And also this scale, the yatra of the scale is happening for the first time. So people are now realizing the potential. People are now able to identify what part of their subsidy comes from central government. So we have seen PM Kisan. We have seen the free rice. The central government is giving 5 kg rice to every person every month. So the people are now realizing who is actually governing for the poor, who is actually governing for their family, who is corrupt, who is non-corrupt, who is administratively capable.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So sorry about that. I was going to pause it, but it just auto started.
Okay.
Please
So
finish your thought.
That mindset change started happening, and it's going to give a cascading effect in coming election. All his effort, all his hard work for the 3 years will get rewarded in 2024. You will see it in election results.
Thank you, Selva. I'm so sorry. I was going to park it, but somehow it started auto-playing. Let me just play it.
That's okay. That's good.
Yeah. First 3 phases. First, just give me 1 second. You need to lower the volume. Lower the volume, please. So that was a recap
very pleasant, energetic music.
Thank you so much. It was the first, 6 rounds that he had done. So we had taken snapshots. Selva, this is all your effort. That's why I wanted to play this thing.
Thank you.
I asked you for pictures in record time. You put them together, and that's how this thing came about. That's why I wanted to play this thing today. Thank you so much, Selva.
Thank you, Sree.
Next one, please. Maya Jagannathan wants to know, should the center not establish a strong narrative to counter deeply embedded DMK brainwashing? People should be more aware of shortcomings of DMK relief work and send a strong message.
I think center, officially, I think the finance minister, Nirmala Sitharamanji, she has made enough efforts to break down their narratives. She gave a press meet in Delhi and explaining what central government can do. There is no legal provision to declare national disaster. She explained in clear terms, and then she did not stop there. She took time. She took time to come to the Thoothukudi district. She went and visited the impacted villages, impacted people in person. She gathered first-hand information, and then she did suggested few correction to the government officials. So she is doing all she can, and she is on behalf of center, acting as Prime Minister Modi's representative. She has done excellent job on the ground and also on the press. This has disturbed the entire DMK ecosystem. They started building a negative campaign against her. They are not able to sleep. They started attacking her on caste basis. They started attacking her on her being a woman, just like how the other Iron Lady Jayalalitha went through. She is also now being targeted for all the caste slash and their abuses, and that's not going to affect her in any, even in any terms. So now the center is on center's parts they are doing. From the local party's part, I think the party is very active on the field. BJP is the only party that has sourced a lot of relief materials and in still in the working in the field to distribute them. So to help the people, there is work happening, and to explain what party is being done, what governments are being, that is also happening. So they could not officially, or they could not convince the people of Tamil Nadu that central government is not doing enough. So they started the casteist slur on her now. So I think we are doing enough at this point, or whatever possible is being done. Now it is the role of party workers at the ground level and the local booth level workers to go and convince that what central government is doing. On one aspect, they gave 6,000 rupees as a relief money in Chennai, and we are able to break within a day that money is actually came from central government and part of state disaster management fund and national disaster mitigation fund. The result we are doing now. I think if there are any suggestions, are most welcome from supporters like you, Jagannathan.
Next question, please. Pranesh Rangarajan wants to know, Vanakkam sir, is excessive and illegal sand mafia responsible for the flash floods? Where did the government go wrong with respect to flash floods? Your views, please.
See, I think illegal mining is going to have a very disasterical effect on the flood management. So excessive mining at one part does not stop the water from flooding. If there is enough sand in the river, the water flow will get slowed down. You will get enough time, and also it helps to recharge the aquifers in that region. Now, if you take away all the sand, the whatever rain it pours is going to go straight into the sea, and also it accelerates the water flow. When there is no sand, the water flows faster on the river bed and reaches the end. Now remember, the affected villages are near the region where the sea gets connected, the mouth of the river. When the sea gets connected to the sea, the villages on the either side are the worst affected areas. That is how the Aral village in Thoothukudi is the one of the most affected villages. So ideally the river should have enough sand to reduce the water speed, to hold the water in that region so that it can recharge the groundwater. No matter how much is the rainfall level, now it's going to affect. It's no way going to increase the groundwater level. So this is the major reason, and also more than illegal sand mining, it's illegal occupation of the riverbeds. It's illegal occupation of the lakes and other water bodies. That needs to be clear. If you have enough space, enough storage space within the land mass, the water will stay there, and that water can be reused by the community, reused for agriculture. So we are losing water bodies at a faster rate. The Chennai almost lost 50-60% of its original water bodies. The Pallikarna area where we have seen the cars dangling on the flood. So that area is supposed to be a lake, supposed to be an area where it can hold the excess rain. If you build apartments in that region, and also there is another tech park, Chennai One Park, which was part of DMK files too as well. So that entire idea of erstwhile DMK government is to reclaim that lake area, and they built an entire tech park. So these kind of encroachments, these kind of illegal occupants should be removed. We need to reclaim water bodies. We need to regulate the sand mining. Only then this flooding can be controlled. You're not going to stop, not going to prevent totally, but you can get more breathing space, more breathing time, so we can plan for relief activities better.
Thank you, Selvaji. Next question, Nagarajan and Physics. Dear sirs, many times DMK was holding Chennai mayorship. Why did they fail?
So because that is exactly the reason. I think 7 out of 8 times the mayors are from DMK. It is exactly the reason for the problem we are facing. They have converted the lake areas, all the areas into living areas. They reclaimed all the areas and made living areas. They are allowed legally to construct buildings. They are allowed legally for the encroachments. That is the problem. So the problem of Chennai is created by DMK. It's a pure mismanagement for successive mayors. It's pure mismanagement of successive chief ministers of DMK. They never claimed Kuvam. Even now the Kuvam is still Kuvam. It's not a river. So they never reclaimed Kuvam. They never managed water bodies. After coming to power, they had funds to manage with whatever available landmass. They have not utilized properly. So DMK is fully responsible for Chennai floods.
Next question, please. I wants to know, does Minister of State Sri Muruganji doing enough to curb DMK media and spread center policies to the common public of Tamil Nadu?
So I think as a minister, he is still he's doing whatever he can within his limits. But still, if you look at the social media, there is no direct control over how the narrative is being said. Only thing we can do is we can set the counter narrative. We can do the explanation that we started doing recently. So I think the government is not cannot be a ultimate censorship for every content that is being spread on social media. That is why the social media is being more powerful now. We need a team that can set counter narratives. We need a team that can set pro government, pro Modi narrative, pro BJP narrative. That is being happening now. That's taken care. So at the one side, the DMK tried to arrest as many social media persons as possible, influencers as possible. They are almost, including myself, they have arrested 50 or 100 people in the last 3 years. It gave them no upper hand at this point of time. So it only if any illegal means of curbing freedom of speech is not going to be well taken by the others. So it's only going to go negative way. So that way DMK has lost the game by illegally by arresting people and putting them in jail. They have not win anything. On the other side, BJP influencers are now fearless. They know even if I get arrested, the party and legal team will get me out in a week or so. So it should be a healthy competition. It should be a healthy fight on social media that's happening now. So we cannot, just because we have somebody as a INB minister, we cannot have somebody to take down a channel, to give a false complaint. So when they go over the limit, definitely he is taking action. So I think we are good where we are now, no complaints. So we should maintain the same vigor and same velocity.
Why is PM pharmacy not popular in South?
I think it's a very good question. So Jan Aushadhi Kendras, right, as they call it. So that can significantly reduce the medical cost, almost 60-70%. So I believe it's more than government. There is a pharmacy lobby working against it. So they still create fears directly, indirectly, to create a confusion in the mind of people so that they don't buy it from PM pharmacy or Jan Aushadhi Kendras. Even now, I could not convince my elderly parents. If the doctor writes some name on the prescription, my parents want exactly the same name. They cannot read good English, but they'll just still check for the alphabets. If they have seen the tablets once and they are not going to take the other tablet, though the composition is same. So it needs a lot of education, it needs a lot of activism to promote this. It needs good leaders, it needs good people representative to come and establish these centers and support whatever is there already. I think that's going to happen. So when we politically have some mass, when we are politically successful, only then these kind of path breaking systems can be implemented. Now, if somebody opens a stall, if nearby all the pharmacies will form a lobby and they will spread false information. So it's a social problem than a political problem than an administration. So we need to build awareness. We need volunteers to promote this. So I think that is something that will happen in due course of time. Even in the last budget, Prime Minister has declared that they want to double these pharmacies in the next 2-3 years. So that's going to happen. I'm very positive that it's going to happen in next 3-4 years.
Thank you so much, Selvaji. And viewers, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. What you heard today was a very frank, in-depth look at what is happening in and around Tamil Nadu. I really like the segment about Vijayakanth because, he was a Tamil actor. Today, thanks to this hangout, the whole world knows about a really nice human being who tried to bring about change in politics. Maybe where he came up a little bit short, maybe Annamalai will finish it. And I wish you all the best, Selvaji. You're going to be playing a very important role should there be a government of BJP in Tamil Nadu. All the best to you, sir. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks for your time. Thank you.